Hey guys, something really interesting has happened with inZOI and we've got a patch update, and at first I was like, okay, whatever, shut up, I don't care. In context, I think it's really interesting about how inZOI has grown and developed. On Twitter, from the inZOI official channel, apparently they've sold over 100 million, 1 million copies of inZOI, which I genuinely, okay, I didn't realize the game was that popular. That is quite a lot. Within the opening week of just an early access game, it's not even the full final release. So I just feel like the game is definitely performing a lot better than I thought. Now, as a result of the game performing a lot better than everybody's thinking, inZOI have actually decided to double down on the amount of patch updates we're getting within the first month, which I think is quite cool. So before I go over the patch notes in detail, they did give some short-term update plans where they stated that originally they intended to add content updates for inZOI once every 2 months during early access, but because the game has been doing so well, they're actually intending to apply a lot of quick fixes for reported issues during April. And these are going to be smaller scale patch updates that they're doing quite regularly throughout April, but they're rolling them out quite fast. So we don't have specific dates for when each individual one is coming. I just think it's going to come when it comes. They also made a statement apologizing for taking 2 days vacation, as they report it. 2 bloody days! Do they not have 5.5 weeks in South Korea? Do they not have the 5.5 weeks minimum, legal minimum? That's not very good. 2 days, is that it? As if they apologized for that. I'd be fuming if I only got 2 days holiday. Anyways, on April the 1st, so they did some patch updates, including adjusting lifespans so that only Zois in the senior age groups can pass away naturally. And they said that previously Zois could die of natural causes at relatively early ages based on realistic probabilities, but they decided they just wanted to tone it down. I mean, I don't really like the idea of Zois dying of natural causes. That's one bit of realism I don't like if it's to a younger life stage, so I'm happy for them honestly not even to have that in there at all. They also fixed an issue where clothing remained dirty or damaged after washing them and resolved a crash issue that could occur in certain situations. They're also acknowledging that there's some issues uploading stuff to Canvas, and they haven't fixed it yet, but they're looking into it. And then interestingly, they actually added a patch update on the exact same day of the original patch update. So firstly, they've actually added an age adjustment feature which can be configured in game options, where you can basically just change a Zoi's age, which is really cool. They said they've improved an issue where Zois sleep for excessively long periods. They've slowed the rate of karma change, improved an issue where relationship points were accumulating too quickly. They've also thankfully fixed food. So do you remember when your Zoi would make food but they wouldn't always eat it if you played it well? Now they fixed it so as soon as your Zois cook, they will immediately eat. They've also fixed a bug where Zois were unable to give birth correctly. They've also just improved some other random really tiny things that I won't bother mentioning because they are just so small. Now, in addition to these mini patch updates they're doing throughout April, they are also doing a roadmap, which I haven't actually looked into yet, which is going to be more of a midterm to long-term roadmap of what we can expect. So during their May update, they are actually adding a modding kit. By the way, you can already actually get mods for inZOI. You can actually get them through Nexus mods, and I use Nexus mods for Stardew Valley. It's quite a popular platform, although most of the stuff on here is just very basic, like people sharing Zois that they've made, for example. There's only 2 gameplay mods so far, so it's still in very early days. But in this latest update, they are going to be adding a modding kit in May. They're also changing weight and muscle so that it looks a lot more natural. They're adding cheat codes, which is going to be amazing for me as a content creator. They're making relationship improvements, adding an adoption system, build mode improvements, new furniture, Creatozoi improvements, and outfit updates. All of which sound honestly, I think, important for a first step. I definitely think we need more outfits in inZOI off the bat. I would also like cheat codes. In terms of the relationship improvements, I'm really hoping that they fix the LGBT issue. A lot of people are saying that, oh, it's Korean, so it doesn't, it's their culture. Okay, I saw something from Malcolm, not Malcolm, not Malcolm. I forgot his name. I can't be bothered to find it. I'm just going to clip it in hopefully future me will find the clip.
Gays don't have rights in Korea, so that's why you can't do it. But that logic isn't adding up. I'm pretty sure shooting someone in the head with an AK-47 is illegal in Korea, but I can do that in PUBG. I'm pretty sure if a woman walked around in 10-inch heels, a miniskirt, and a giant bow covering her tatas, a lot of Koreans would say that's inappropriate, and they might even call the police.
Like, just because they're Korean, it's not an excuse. And they did try, I believe, to word it. I can't find the direct source, but apparently one of the developers came out and said it was a glitch, but that doesn't sound like a glitch to me. So I'm really hoping that sexuality changes come under relationship improvements, because you guys know I am LG, oh, shut up, LG, I can't say, why can't I say it? LG, I'm a homosexual, so you guys know I'm not woke, I don't care, but it's just like something that I think is actually important. To be fair, this is the Sims, live sim games, predominantly for girls and gays, and straight men are a minority. This is true. So I just feel like they're going against their target audience in not talking about it in such a, you know, direct way that they should, especially as the Sims 4 literally recently just got the big update where they added tons of gay stuff into the game. That definitely felt like a dig. You can't deny that that wasn't a dig from the Sims team to literally add an LGBT update to The Sims 4 the moment inZOI comes under fire for not being LGBT friendly. It's just funny timing. Anyway, during the second update, which will be in August, this is where it gets really interesting for me personally. In this second update in August, they will be adding the brand new city, which I believe is based on Indonesia or like that kind of area of Asia, which will basically be the beach paradisey sunny world, which is great. They're also going to be adding playable ghosts at this stage. They're going to be adding swimming and pools to the game, although we don't know much about sea swimming yet. All we know is that we will be getting pools. And honestly, I'm also hoping that we actually get a swimming pool lot type as well coming into the game default. I just think that would be cool. They're going to be adding more city editing resources, text message and skill improvements, parenting improvements, which is interesting. Unfortunately, they are also adding something called AI build mode in August. What does AI build mode mean? I don't know. I really don't like the use of generative AI in inZOI. I wish they got rid of it completely. Anyway, in October, which is the third update, this is where we're going to get holiday customization, which is really cool, which I'm assuming is going to be like the Sims 4's seasons pack holiday maker system in the base game of inZOI. They're adding something that they literally just refer to as family time, whatever that means. They're adding new furniture in October, the ability to move homes, adjust object size and build mode, create inZOI improvements and modding updates. And then in December, which is the fourth update in early access as a part of their roadmap for this year, they're going to be adding a memory system, and they're also going to add the ability to move between cities. So that's pretty cool. They're going to be adding trait-based interactions, build mode improvements, new furniture, create inZOI improvements, modding updates, new outfits, and indoor temperatures. So we've already seen a couple things there from Sims 4 packs being put in the base game of inZOI, and this is all going to be done by December. When are they going to finish this game? I don't know. It's literally had over 1 million downloads, so I'm hoping it's motivating them to just kind of get cracking in terms of making the game feel really great now. As I said before, for me personally, I just think the same-sex relationship issue being like, it's not possible to have same-sex relationships with inZOI. Like in cast mode, they didn't have to separate it so that gays were partners and straights were husband and wife. Just call like husband and wife a spouse. Just call, if they're married, refer to them as spouses. It's not hard. That is even far-right conservative terminology. That is even non-woke terminology. Everybody says spouse. It's a normal word. So I don't see why they can't just say spouse. And then partner for if they're boyfriend or girlfriend with each other. I'm not saying they have to add flags, rainbows, and all the other corporate rainbow cringe bullshit that they put in The Sims 4. I don't really care. I don't really want that. I don't care about that. I just want like equality. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think equality is an unreasonable thing to ask. I don't want them to celebrate me for sucking dick. I don't want them to add pride rainbows. I mean, they could add Pride Parade. That would be fun. Even The Sims 4 doesn't have that. That would be fun if they added parades in inZOI. I just feel like basic equality should be a bare minimum in a live sim game when most of your audience are girls and gays, but that's just me and you may disagree and that's fine. Maybe it will even be fixed by the time this video comes out. I don't know. I do actually have a full wishlist video coming soon, so I'm just going to save most of it for that wishlist video. Anyway, if you haven't seen my review for inZOI yet, make sure you watch it or any other video about inZOI here. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.